What's good, everybody? It's your boy Eddie here, and welcome back to the channel. And I hope you all are having a wonderful day. And for today's video, we're going to be reviewing one of the most limited and most unique looking Travis Scotts that have released in the past couple of years. But before we even continue this video, guys, please make sure that you hit that subscribe button down below, as well as that notification bell. And if you already subscribed to the channel, definitely be sure to share with your friends and family and all that, because again, we just hit that 6K milestone. However, in order for the channel to grow, we got to hit more and more milestones. So with that being out of the way, let's just get right into what you came here for, which is none other than the Travis Scott's Air Jordan 1 Low in the velvet brown colorway. And guys, definitely based off of first impressions, I do have to say that this is a pretty unique shoe. At first, when I saw the product photos, I wasn't too crazy about them because it looked like an all-white Travis Scott that somebody took a number 2 on and then just rubbed it all over the shoe. And I was kind of like, this looks a little bit too brown for my liking. However, after getting these things in hand, seeing the quality, the craftsmanship, and the materials used on the sneaker, I do have to say that they are pretty much a cop. But I do want to hear what y'all think about the sneaker in the comment section down below. Now, with this being out of the way, let's just get right into the box details. And we do have our standard 2024 Travis Scott box. So pretty much what we saw with the Elkins Air Jordan 1 Travis Scott lows, as well as the Olive Travis Scott Jordan 1 lows, we do have this kind of cream box right here with the brown details. And then when looking all over the box, you see that we do have that Nike check pretty much all the way around the whole entire box. But then when going on to this side, you can see the sticker tag right there, and it does read off as Air Jordan 1 Low OGSP, and the SP stands for Special Projects, and the colorway shown is dark mocha, black, and velvet brown. And definitely when you compare the sneaker to the colorway on the box, it definitely matches 100%. And then when it comes to the sizing, I 100% recommend to go true to size. So your boy actually missed out on these sneakers, so I got to give a huge shout out to my boy Mark. My boy always hit. He has like a 99.99 hit rate, and he was just like, yo, bro, I know you celebrated now with your moms and all that. Let me just lend you this real quick because I know you ain't get your pair. So again, bro, shout out to you. And that's the reason why this review ain't come out sooner, because my mom's birthday was yesterday. So your boy was kind of busy and handling family affairs and all that type of stuff. So again, when it comes to the sizing of the sneaker, I 100% recommend to go true to size. Pretty much every Air Jordan 1 Travis Scott low fits the same in my opinion. And my boy Mark actually tried these on before he gave them to me, and he said that they fit true to size. And I can 100% agree with that, because every Travis Scott Air Jordan 1 low that I've ever owned always fit true to size for me. So definitely get that size with it. Then looking at the box lid right here, you can see that we do have this brown underlid detail right here. Then when focusing onto the wax tissue paper, we do have our standard custom pink Travis Scott Air Jordan 1 wax tissue paper. So we do got the Nike Air logo, we do got the Cactus Jack faces, we do got the Cactus Jack name right there, and then we do have the Jumpman wings logo as well. So there's definitely a lot of different details on the wax tissue paper. And then when you go onto the inside of that, we just have our standard regular white wax tissue paper right there, which just wraps the shoe. Now, with this being out of the way, guys, let's just focus right onto the inspiration and history behind the shoe. So pretty much from what I've gathered, there's not much to it other than the fact that the Travis Scott Air Jordan 1 Low line has existed for about 6 years now. I remember back in the summer of 2019 when it originally released with the Mocha pair, which to me is still one of the greatest pairs I ever released behind the Fragment Jordan 1 Lows. And speaking of a Fragment Jordan 1 Low, we are actually getting another one in the year of 2025. I think September is the slated month for it to release. Hopefully it doesn't get pushed back or canceled or anything like that, but I am anticipating and excited for that release to happen. So hopefully when that releases, your boy hits a pair. But we'll save that conversation for another day. So in going back onto the inspiration behind the shoe, Travis Scott recently dropped an advertisement for this sneaker, which pretty much is a Cactus Jack take on Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. And of course, we do have Dennis Rodman. Definitely is pretty much a full circle moment, because Dennis Rodman was one of the first basketball Nike athletes to have a Nike sneaker with the reverse check. So that's definitely some type of full circle moment, circle of life type of thing. And again, they do have that Charlie and the Chocolate Factory inspiration behind the video, and I do love how they did their own take on it. So again, this isn't inspired by no poop or no number 2 or anything like that. It is inspired by chocolate, more specifically the Cactus Jack take on Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. So now with this being out of the way, guys, let's just focus right onto the details of the shoe. And I do have to say, I love the materials on it. So when you actually look at the whole entire upper of the shoe, we get this kind of wax dark mocha suede all over the shoe, which I think is a pretty nice touch. Certain areas are a little bit more hairy than other areas, which does make the shoe stand out more, which I'll get into right now. So when looking at this actual toe box right here, you can see that we do have this velvet dark mocha brown suede detail right here, but it isn't that hairy in comparison to this mudguard area. So looking at this mudguard area, you can see there's a little bit more hairy suede, which I think again is a very nice touch and kind of contrasts the shoe. Again, the product photos that I initially saw, I wasn't a fan of them, but after getting them in hand and seeing the actual quality behind it, I definitely can see why this is going to be a hit and why a lot of people went after these sneakers. Then when going on to the laces of the shoe, we do have this kind of light chocolate lace right here. However, the sneaker does come with 2 extra pair of laces. So on this box, we do have some dark mocha laces right here, which I think is more similar to the color of the shoe in comparison to this kind of like coffee, light chocolate detail. Then the other pair of laces that we get is actually in this pink classic Travis Scott colorway, which I think is a very nice touch. And if you guys ever had any of the OG Travis Scotts, they pretty much came with the standard pink laces. But I feel like in the past couple of years, Nike and Jordan Brand and Travis Scott kind of deviated away from the pink laces, which I think is a mistake because again, that is a signature behind his initial releases. Then when going towards the tongue of the shoe now, you can see that we do have this nice mesh tongue right here, and it is filled with this kind of aged foam. So if you actually pop this detail out right here, you can see that there is some aged foam right there. Then focusing onto the top of the tongue, you can see that we do have this lateral side detail right here that does say Cactus Jack. And then right on the top of the tongue tab, which is the main logo, you can see that we do have that Nike logo right there. Then focusing onto the lateral side of the shoe, you can see that we do have some more hairy suede details right here, which I believe to be slightly waxed. So on this side where the eyelets are, there definitely is a little bit more hairy suede, as opposed to in this quarter panel, it's just more wax instead of hairy. Then when focusing onto the reverse Nike check right here, it is in that oversized staple Cactus Jack detail right there, which is a pretty nice touch. And when focusing onto the back heel area of the shoe now, you can see that we do have that Air Jordan Wings logo right here. However, on the left shoe, we do have our standard Cactus Jack smiley face right there. Then when focusing onto the medial side of the shoe now, you can see again that the same thing pretty much follows suit. You can see that we do have some suede right here, and it is a little bit less hairy in comparison to the eyelet area. However, something else to note is the fact that we have a standard Nike logo right here instead of a reverse, which is standard to the Air Jordan 1 Travis Scott lows. However, this detail does contrast with the shoe because it is more of a hairy suede detail in comparison to this black leather Nike check right here. Something else to note, which is standard to the Travis Scott Air Jordan 1 lows, is the fact that we do have a Cactus Jack cross logo right there. So that's where you can see the cactus and the jack details right there. And then finally, when focusing onto the midsole of the shoe, you can see that we have it in this kind of coffee, light mocha detail right here. And then when going onto the outsole of the shoe now, you can see that we have our standard Air Jordan 1 traction pattern right here. And then when going right into the center, you can see that Nike logo right in the center of that detail. One more thing to note before we conclude this review, guys, is the fact that we do get some differing insoles right here. So when you actually look at this right insole, you can see that it does say Travis Scott. And I try to take it out, but I'm not gonna lie, this pair is pretty glued in and I don't want to rip the insole at all. So I'm just gonna leave it in there. And of course, it's not my shoe, so I definitely have to take the best care of it as I can. And then when going onto this insole, you can see that we do have that Cactus Jack cross logo right there, as well as the Jumpman logo right at the bottom of that. And pretty much with that being said, guys, that's gonna conclude the history as well as the details of the shoe. So now let's get right into this on for a look, all right? Alright, y'all, so that's going to conclude the review as well as the on-foot look, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video as much as I did making it for y'all. Definitely let me know what you think about the Travis Scott Air Jordan 1 Low in the velvet brown colorway. As I mentioned when I initially saw the product photos, I wasn't a fan of it, but after getting it in hand, seeing the quality, the craftsmanship, the differing hairy suedes, the wax suede details, and all that type of stuff, I do have to say that this is a cop, but I want to hear what y'all think about it in the comment section down below. So other than that, y'all, don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe. If you already subscribed to the channel, definitely be sure to share with your friends and family and all that. And I'll catch y'all in the next video, y'all. Peace.